would be like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even longer than that.
Bro, I just put this headphone set on and it made me think of like computers class from like elementary school. You know what I'm talking about? Like you would do like Type Wizard and shit.
We had type to learn. I don't know if that's what you guys had.
Oh,
I don't know. They're
that's the
probably all the same game.
no, dude. They're rival companies. It's like Pepsi and Coke. the
Yeah,
teacher to type rivalry.
there's like a massive beef within like the computer
Oh, they hate each other.
instruction community.
Yeah, they can't stand each other, dude.
There's some serious beef going on there.
Bro, like centuries old beef. Like computers aren't even that old, but it still goes way back.
Yeah. So I have a comment and a question for you, Connor.
Oh, sure.
So well, I guess I'll start with the question. Do you ever like listen to an episode? I'm assuming the answer's got to be yes. Did you ever listen to an episode and then just go like, I wasn't on my A game tonight? Like you listen to it like
for some of them.
Yeah. Or just you ever, or you just like, maybe you're just like, I'm the shit every time. But you ever listen and you're like,
Yeah, for some I'm like, I definitely could have improved. It's the same with any kind of performance. Like I do that with old clips of me doing stand up too. I'll be like, oh, I missed this timing, or I didn't give enough pause for this punchline. But that's how you improve.
That's how I felt about last episode. And like maybe it's not maybe it won't come out that way, but I just felt like I had like I guess long story short, I was having like a really long week. And when we got on here, I had like all this like nervous energy pent up that I didn't realize, and it was just like unleashed on camera. Like I just could not shut the hell up. Like it was like it probably doesn't sound as bad as it did like in my head, and also when I re-listened to it, I was like, oh my god! Like literally when we all signed off that night, I was like, oh, no,
you're fine, dude.
But then it's like some episodes, I'm like, oh my god, we were on fire. Yeah, but Oh, and here's my comment. Did I tell you about what happened to my foot?
You did not, actually.
Poppy knows about this.
Are you missing a foot now?
No.
I thought the face you made, I thought you were about to be like, yeah, dude, it's just gone.
So last Friday, I'm trying to find the quickest way of describing this. So in my apartment, I have this reclining chair. Friday morning, I'm doing work. I have a dining room table in my apartment. The chairs are metal and insanely heavy and thick.
Okay.
Like they're so heavy. like they don't look heavy, but like people come over and they pick up the chairs and I'm like, holy crap, it's so heavy. I put the heavy chair next to my recliner so I could put my computer up on it. And also like I was making tea in the morning. So I was like, I gotta put my cup of tea down just to have like something next to my seat while I'm working, just so I can put stuff there. So I'm making tea and I have it. And then all of a sudden I hear the water boiling. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about my tea. So I hop out of my chair and literally take a 3-step running start and just nail the metal chair with my right foot.
No.
And I literally, before the pain even started, I hit the floor and started yelling, like screaming bloody murder F words. Like I just knew, thank God I wasn't by myself.
Yeah.
And this was at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, and I'd work until 5 p.m.
Oh my God.
So I proceeded to put an ice pack on it, and I had meetings for like 2.5 hours, like straight, where I had to talk, and it was so
just your foot's severely damaged.
And then like my girlfriend comes out and she's like, holy, like she heard me screaming obviously and came out, but like after a couple hours, like, so long story short, I broke 2 of the toes of my foot. I broke the middle toe and the 4th toe. To be honest, like the 4th toe I've broken before. That one's like legitimately, like if you took your finger, like you can feel where it broke. The middle one, it may just been like a crack or like a heavy sprain, but I still can't move either of them. It's been,
jeez, bro,
what, 5 days at this point, 6 days. I can't.
You broke them.
And then also like my foot's swollen.
Yeah,
so I've just been dealing with that since.
Are you in a boot?
No, I'm
no cast.
I can't show it to you. I have it taped up.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. As long as it's got it. I was like, it should definitely have something.
Yeah. And I
put it on there.
And and it's funny because, like sometimes you're like, people don't remember things, but they do. Poppy remembered something. We were in college. I remember this, but I just didn't think he did. And then he texted me like, oh, is it the same thing as, so we were in college. You might have been there, Connor. We were at this social gathering, and just straight up, 2 dudes were walking by me with a full keg and they dropped it on my foot. I don't know if you remember that. This is when we were, I think, juniors in college. And
no, that sounds really familiar.
It hurt so much, like, but we're at this party and like I just didn't want to like kill the mood, and I don't feel like I wanted to cry. It hurt so bad. I just like didn't want to do that in front of 100 people. I ran over to Poppy and literally like buried my head into his chest and was like, dude, I messed up my toe. Same toe as the one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The same toe.
Did you have any college injuries? Anything ever happened to you in college that you can share?
I don't think honestly any like injuries. I had a bunch in high school from soccer. But a lot of that was me being dumb.
Yeah, that was last episode actually when you talked about you broke.
Oh, my shin guard. Yeah, bro, that was crazy. Oh my god.
Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, there he goes.
When it's what is it? 7:40 right now. What have you been doing today? You've just been doing your usual...
just work. Yeah, I went to lab and pretty much just a bunch of schoolwork rest of the day. How about yourself?
Same deal, just working. Heading out tomorrow. Go back to my place. I'm with my family hanging out right now, but when I go back tomorrow, through the weekend, stuff like that. And yeah, just gonna have myself a relaxing weekend. That's what I have planned. Do you have any weekend plans or nah?
Not really. Just prepping my samples for like ICP and stuff. So I'm like working this weekend basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what everyone loves to do.
Yeah, definitely. I'm super stoked.
Hey, Poppy.
Good evening. Hello.
How are you? What did you do today?
Doing all right. I worked a little late today. Had some dinner. Worked on my tax return because there was some weird stuff going on. It wasn't that weird, but I don't want to get into the details for personal identification purposes.
That makes sense.
But long story short, I had to redo a good amount of my tax return for no reason.
They make it awfully complicated.
For no reason. You know, I mean, you know, with all the income that we make from the chill hour, it makes it really hard.
Yeah.
My risk of auditing is absurdly high because I am Poppy. No, but they really do make it. And if I'm not mistaken, the United States is one of the only countries, if not the only country, that makes the person paying the taxes file the tax return.
I was just about to ask you guys that because I heard some story that this American person was explaining it to someone and that lives in some other country, I don't know, Europe somewhere, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" And you're like, "Yeah, at the end of the year, I got to file my taxes and see if the government." And they're like, "What about you?" And they're like, "Well, I just like have a job and like they just take the taxes out of my paycheck and that's that," which is mind blowing. But
like it's so difficult. Like why do we need to tell the government how much we should pay, and if we're wrong, we go to jail?
I was really hoping we were going to be like finished with talking about Poppy, and then King Coon was going to pop up. King Coon's not here yet. For anyone watching right now, you're going to hear boop boop at some point. That'll be King Coon. Connor, we haven't done this in a while. Do you want to plug our Instagram and YouTube?
Yes, they are both at TheChillHour, and if you're not already following them, definitely shoot them a follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well.
Yes, thank you. We can drop them down.
Yeah, we'll put them somewhere on the screen, flying around.
For those who are new, we're buddies from college who, when we met, there was the beep beep. There he is. Never mind. King Coon, what's up?
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. We're recording, just so you know.
Oh, hey, what's going on, fam?
Yeah.
What's popping?
We were just talking about our days. How was your day today?
Not too bad. I feel like just another day. Pretty busy up until now, I guess.
Got any plans this weekend?
My friend Lauren's birthday is this Saturday. I think we're just gonna do like brunch or something.
Shout out
Saturday.
to
Other
her.
than that, I think we're chilling.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out Lauren.
That's
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you if you happen to see this. What were we saying before? So Connor dropped the plug on our Instagram and YouTube. He's Connor. I'm Andrew. We got Poppy and King Coon. They do all the technical stuff for us. we're the faces of the operation, I guess you could say. We're buddies from college. We used to hang out in Connor's room in college during parties because Connor always had parties at his house because he was just a rage monster and never went to class. I'm just kidding. He would just have stuff at his house. And we called his room the Chill Room, and that's what this show was called. And then we got copyright striked by someone who owns the trademark. So we changed it to the Chill Hour, but it's still the same thing. So that's the story. But yeah, I guess we can get into business. We do
some games.
We just so for people that watch this show, we usually play a game or two. Honestly, we just get on here every couple weeks and we play a game or two as friends, and this is the stuff that we would do in Connor's room alone by ourselves. So we decided to bring it to life here. We have this one game that's kind of been a staple of ours these days and people love it. We have this game called Team Edward versus Team Jacob. A lot of people know Edward and Jacob from the book/movies Twilight. And then there's the whole Team Edward and Team Jacob divide. Connor and I basically are going to get a celebrity or two or three from Popping King Coom, and we have to decide whether they're on Team Edward or Team Jacob. The twist is that neither of us have ever read a book or seen a Twilight movie ever. So we really have no idea what it means to be on that. Also, being on Team Edward or Team Jacob basically just means you're like a fan. We've basically just completely turned it on itself, and we're basically just deciding whether you're a vampire or a werewolf. So that's where we've gotten with this. Poppy, do you have a celebrity that, or person in general that Connor and I can discuss?
I do. His name is Chad Kroger.
That's the Nickelback singer, Connor.
No
singer.
way.
Yeah, like, look at his photograph. Yeah.
King. A king.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Team Edward just based off the fact that I'm assuming those guys don't like go outside that much. I just feel like they just like drop some banger on the radio every 5 to 10 years. We very rarely hear from them. Also, I don't know, maybe like Edward gets like clowned on, and I just feel like Nickelback's always getting clowned on. But when you think about it, they got like multiple rock hits. So who's really the loser? Also, shout out to our friend Sean. I don't know, he's probably never watched this or ever will watch it. He's the one friend that I have who is a genuine Nickelback fan. They exist, guys. Also, not hate on Nickelback, but I just feel like Chad Kroger, he just hangs inside, chills in his, not by the sun. They do concerts at nighttime. Just seems like it adds up. Connor, what about you?
Dude, I'm actually gonna go Team Jacob because I feel like the way he sings, he's got that deep, grizzled voice, kind of like a dog, like growling, or like a wolf. And also, like, I remember from the photo, like Jacob's just like ripped, and I feel like he's that dude that's just like in a garage, like hitting stuff with a hammer, like to fix it. And like every person I know that's like doing that always has like Nickelback playing in the background. So that's my logic for why I think you would be Team Jacob.
Fair. Can we get a tiebreaker, Papa?
Okay, so this is a bit of a setup, and I feel a little bad now that I'm thinking about why me choosing this man as your celebrity. If you go to refer to the lyrics of Rockstar by Nickelback, and they have the line, and we'll all stay skinny because we just won't eat. That just reminds me of like a vampire thing to do. And the reason I'm apologizing is because it was almost like a loaded question. Like he's Team Edward.
I've been bamboozled.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right.
I demand a recount.
Yeah. I'm just not gonna believe it. Yeah. Okay. So Chad, I thought Connor had a good argument, but Chad Kroger, you were officially Team Jacob. Welcome to the squad. King Coom, do you have one for us?
I got one for you guys.
Let's go.
Jack Nicholson.
These are good ones.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Jack Nicholson. Wow. Any thoughts, Connor? I don't know.
Dude, I'm on a streak here, man. I think he'd be Team Jacob too, just because I feel like he's got mad back hair. And I'm going straight on just the hair aspect of it. Like he looks like a hairy dude. I don't know if his shirt's been off in a lot of movies, but it's not smooth. So that's the sole reason I'm saying he's going to be Team Jacob. Is Jack Nicholson's definitely Mad Harry.
That's honestly, I was going to say Team Jacob before you even started talking, but
yeah,
I don't know. You just sold me there. I don't even know if I feel like I should just let the case rest there. Hairy guy. He's like, here comes Johnny, and then breaks a door. I feel like that's a werewolf thing to do. Like,
dude, he made his own doggy door.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the unanimous.
Stop talking. He's Team Jacob. Yeah,
he's definitely Team Jacob, and I agree with both.
Great job, King Coom.
Yeah,
let's go, King Coom.
Yeah, we're unanimous decision. That guy is
secret. I'm a sleeper agent of Team Jacob.
No, Team Jacob. He's just sneaking them in to load
them. Poppy's a sleeper agent for Team Jacob because he fed you the checker. All right, so we got 1 for 1. We might as well do one more while we're at it. Poppy,
yeah, let's
either of you if you got one.
I was gonna say Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
That's a tough one.
I almost just had a spit take there.
What are your thoughts, Andrew?
I'm gonna go with Team Jacob again. He's just like, I don't know why, but I just imagine Team Edwards as like taller, skinnier people, and Danny DeVito's pretty like compact. I just feel like he could just like run through a wall and make a doggy door. Seems like that kind of guy. Yeah. I mean, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's the main thing I've seen him in. He's funny. I just feel like werewolves are probably funnier than vampires. No offense to the vampire community. So I think he'd fit in there. Yeah, he's just like a bruiser. And
vampires also just don't like the sun, and it's always sunny. So
yeah.
Oh.
Thanks. King Coom just threw me an alley-oop. Thanks. There you go.
The alley-oop.
Yeah. There you go. Team Jacob. That's what I'm going with. What about you?
Dude, I'm a little torn. Like, so I actually initially was thinking Team Jacob because dogs love garbage. And I just thought of the Always Sunny audio where he's like, I'm the trash man. I come in the ring and I throw trash all over the ring. And as soon as I thought of that, I was immediately like, all right, so he's going to be like a dog. I've been hot for Team Jacob for all of these. So I'm going to actually agree with you on this one as well with Team Jacob.
Okay, so Team Jacob. Out of curiosity, what were you thinking for Team Edward?
If he was to be Team Edward?
Yeah.
I couldn't even really think of anything for him, really.
Or maybe, because
he's like too full of life.
He doesn't look like a vampire at all, so maybe he's like a secret agent for the vampires. That'd really be
he's like undercover.
Yeah. All right, so Danny DeVito, you're Team Jacob. Alongside Jack Nicholson. It's pretty straightforward. And then who's team
Chad Kroeger.
Chad Kroeger.
Chad Kroeger. Yeah, there you go.
Nickelback man.
Yeah, we got our whole squad. Nice. So we got two members of Team Jacob. I think we said this the last time, but we still haven't done it. We're gonna make a complete list of all the members of each team and see what we can,
We'll put
our intern is gonna go through all the episodes.
Yeah, our intern fucking Kevin, that piece of shit.
Yeah. There's some dude named Kevin who's watching this right now. It's like,
yeah, he's like, what the fuck, bro?
He's about to apply to the position.
Yeah. Message us like, I'm in.
Everyone's so nice to Kevin, and then I just basically bully him.
Yeah, poor Kev.
Poor Kevin.
Yeah. Whatever our intern is, regardless of their name, we'll just call them Kevin.
Yeah, they're just Kevin.
Yeah, this is how it is. Even if Edward or Jacob becomes our intern, we'll call them Kevin.
Still be Kevin.
Still Kevin. Kevin forever. All right. Hashtag Kevin forever.
Kevin or die.
Kevin or die.
Kevin or die. Title. I'm just kidding. So, this is actually a pretty decent part of the episode to make some money, Connor. How you feeling about making some money today?
Oh, I'm ecstatic.
So, for anyone who's a recurring guest, you know what's about to happen. A recurring fan, you know what's about to happen. If you're new, just like any other internet show or podcast or anything, we have to do a sponsor break. We got to, monetarily, we got to take advantage of the show, and that's what we do. So, yeah, we actually have 2 new sponsors that Connor and I are going to read off. First, our new sponsor is only having 3 functional toes in your right foot. Shout out to the 3 existing working toes for carrying a certain person through life right now. Much appreciated. Connor?
Yes, we are also sponsored by people who don't use their turn signal. Thanks for keeping my drive to work exciting. It just livens it up a little. Like, which way are they gonna go? Nobody knows. So those are our sponsors. Pretty wealthy donation.
Do you guys when you guys are in a right turn lane or a left turn lane, do you put on your turn signal?
I do, but that might be because I'm anxious.
No, I do too.
Yeah, me too. Okay, cool. We all do that.
Yeah.
I think even then you should.
Just in case. Like, it helps.
But a lot of people don't. I do because I get anxious.
Dude, I get anxious, bro. I'm like, what if they don't know I'm turning?
Yeah. What if they think I'm going straight and then they run into me?
Yeah, honestly.
Exactly. Can't be trusting nobody.
No, sir. All right, guys. So after that thrilling sponsor break, I think now we can get into some Mad Libs. So Mad Libs are Mad Libs. If you haven't done a Mad Libs before, I'm sorry your parents don't love you, but work through that.
Facts.
Yeah.
How do we even explain Mad Libs? Like,
everyone's done Mad Libs.
Like, now we're gonna breathe. Yeah, I got it. Mad Libs.
Yeah, so if you guys have never breathed before,
Poppy, are you ready to show?
Oh, I'm ready.
There'll be links to therapists below if you have never played Mad Libs.
yeah, we'll have a list of the top therapists in your local area. I'm excited for King Coon's animals for now.
Yeah, if you're...
I'm going to do every local area.
If you're watching this on YouTube, comment your favorite adverb.
Or your favorite therapist.
Or your favorite therapist.
Drop your favorite therapist and adverbs below. Unless it's hastily, because...
we just need some inspiration for Connor's adverb.
He's just going to be hastily.
We're going to start with Andrew. And we're going to get an adjective.
Slippery.
Like slopes.
Yep.
Connor,
the most classic word that people like to use. It's a slippery slope.
You have a silly word.
A silly word? That's awesome. I'm going to go with... Dude, there is. I'm thinking... I kind of want to do... I want to do Zooey Mama. Wait, is it a phrase or a funny word?
It's a silly word, but that's fine as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
How do you spell that?
Z, O, and then like a hyphen, we, W-E-E, and then hyphen, mama.
Okay, Zooey Mama.
Yeah.
All right. Poppy has an animal, plural.
Yeah.
Plural animal. We're gonna go with boobies.
Nice. It's a good bird.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite animal.
King Coon, you have a noun.
Onions.
Onions. I like it.
Andrew, you have an exclamation.
Will you curse?
Would I curse?
Yeah.
If you told me a curse word, would I curse? Yeah.
Let's go with shit. It's like not even... I feel like that's words like not even that bad of a word anymore. No, kind of like moved on from shit and ass.
No.
That's curse words.
Connor, give me a place.
A place. Let's go with... the bottom of the ocean.
Should I say ocean floor or specifically bottom of the ocean?
No, like the bottom of it. Like of the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, like this is the deepest part of the ocean.
Poppy has a part of the body. I'm going to go with eyelid.
Solid.
Coom, you have a verb. I don't know if you're trying to say something and we can't hear you, or
Yeah, we can't hear your words.
I think he is trying to say
I
something.
can see the little green circle around
The box
your name in the Discord, but I don't see. Well, but I don't hear you speaking. I would suggest
you might want to leave and come back.
How about now?
Yeah.
Hell
okay,
yeah.
okay. My headset has its own like mute switch, and I didn't know it was on.
Yeah, so does mine. By the way, viewers, if you ever hear little clicks throughout the episode, that's me muting myself.
Nice.
Yeah, Coom, you have a verb.
Crap. Literally crapping. Like to crap.
Oh, you want crap? Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Crap.
Like, oh crap.
Andrew, you have an adjective?
Saturated.
Nice.
Connor, you have an adverb?
An adverb. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Hastily.
Okay. I didn't even have to ask. Poppy, you have a type of food. I like eggplant, but I think I'm going to switch. Nah, you know what? We're going to stick with it. Coom, you have an adjective.
Fluffy.
Nice. Andrew, you have an occupation, plural.
Porn stars.
Connor, you have a... I feel like you always get this one. You have a type of liquid.
Yo, I do always get a type of liquid.
Right after porn stars, too.
A type of liquid. I'm gonna go with Shrek's backwash.
Oh my god.
Pop, you have a verb. Guzzle.
Nice. Nice. I like that combo.
I like where this is going.
Coon, you have an adjective.
Nutritious.
Andrew, you have a noun.
Kimono dragon.
That's a good one.
And Connor, you have an adjective.
An adjective. Let's go with... I like the word damp.
Alrighty. The words, like, in the app, rain down right before the story appears. I just saw, like, crap. Okay, here we are. The good, the bad, and the itchy. Chapter 1.
Oh no.
It had been a hard, slippery day on the Zooey Mama Trail. The cowboys drove a herd of boobies across the dry plains, kicking up onion along the way as they looked for somewhere to bed down. Shit! One of the cowboys said when they came across a gritty cowgirl at a lonely campsite. The bottom of the ocean looked as good a place as any to grab some eyelid. Besides, it was quitting time. Time to crap the horses and eat some grub. That food sure smells saturated, said one of the cowboys to the cowgirl as she hastily stirred a pot of eggplant over the fire. Gather round, you fluffy-for-nothing porn stars, and grab yourself some stew and a hot cup of Shrek's backwash. I'm going to guzzle you a tale of the nutritious West. And it all starts with a song I learned on this here Komodo dragon. A song about the good, the bad, and the damp.
I really liked how she was making eggplant at the campsite.
The shit fell in place perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the shit fit
did.
in so well.
I like the guzzling thing too. Oh, and have a cup of Shrek's backwash. That might be the title. Shrek's backwash. That might be the title of this episode.
Shrek's backwash.
How long? That was good. How long have we been filming, by the way?
If you can guess within 1 minute, I will Venmo you $1.
22.
Shit.
Okay, Connor.
23.
Okay, Coom.
25.
31 minutes and 46 seconds.
31?
No, all wrong.
Damn, we've been at it.
Nice.
Should we do one more? Do we want to hit some real news? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, what are you guys feeling?
Okay, we'll go with this one.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. We finished with Connor. So, I realized that too like 5 minutes ago. I just plugged my computer in. My battery's getting low. All right, Poppy, you want to give me an adjective?
Do I? Yeah, I do. We're going to go with pointy.
Pointy. Coom, hit us with a place.
This dick.
It's a good place.
And I get to say that. All right. I got person. Just came after this dick, so I want to make sure I'm respectful here. Let's go with Bruno Mars. Connor, verb ending in ing.
A verb ending in ing. Let's go with vomiting.
Vomiting. Okay. Poppy, noun.
Plethora.
That's a good one. Coom, adjective.
Is plethora a noun or an adjective?
Plethora is theoretically, not even. It is a noun. It's typically said like in a plethora.
Can you use it in a sentence as a noun? I'm just curious.
A plethora of bananas.
Because like a plethora of.
That is.
Oh, so it's.
Yeah, I guess
it is
It's like a bundle.
It is a plethora
of bananas.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry, just checking. What was my thing again?
I like that you ask.
Yeah, open discussion.
Fact check us.
I was curious, honestly. You said adjective.
Yep.
Saucy.
Ooh.
All right, so I have part of the body, plural. Let's go with spleens.
Spleens.
Only got one spleen. Connor, you also have a part of the body.
A part of the body. Let's go with your tailbone.
Tailbone. Poppy, adjective.
Dirty. You know what? Did you already hit enter? I was gonna say filthy, but
nope. Filthy.
Filthy, better
even
than
better.
dirty.
Yeah, I like that one too. Coom, number.
420.
420. Adjective for me. I'm gonna go with wet. Yeah, I'm gonna go with wet. Connor, you got an adverb?
No, hastily.
Swear to God.
Locking in hastily.
Why? Okay. Did Coom and Poppy, do either of you ever remember getting an adverb?
No, I don't think so.
Connor had one last game.
No, I'm saying like, have you guys specifically, because I'm pretty sure Connor's gotten every adverb every single time we've done this.
I'm cursed.
Yeah. Poppy, number.
3.
Why was that funny? I don't know why. Coom, adjective. Coom. Adjective.
Gnarly.
Gnarly.
Gnarly. I like it.
You're gnarly.
Thanks.
Let's go. You're welcome. Part of the body. Let's see. I'm gonna go with left index finger. Connor, plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's go with camel uteruses.
Uteri.
Uteri. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna say.
Did Connor ever use cow uterus? I think he has.
I probably have,
He
honestly.
might have.
It's a little filthy.
Just a little bit.
Is that your word of the day, Poppy? You got a part of the body, Poppy.
I do?
Yeah.
Neck.
Neck. Coom. Adverb.
Yes.
Coom got an adverb.
It was not
Shit.
me.
I was not ready for that.
He just said it could be shit.
They're hard, bro.
Swiftly.
Swiftly. Let's go.
I like it.
Shout out to Taylor Swift. I got an adjective, and it's the last thing. Let's go with monstrous. Okay. All right, fellas. Ooh, okay. Our story is called. Hold on, let me switch hands. I feel like my hands are like crossed up on each other. All right. This is called The Latest Dance Craze. Have you heard about the pointy dance craze? Sweeping this dick? It's called the Bruno Mars. Slip on your vomiting shoes, turn up the speakers on your eye plethora, and let's master the moves that put this saucy dance on the map. Put your hands on your spleens, stomp your tailbone, and strike a filthy pose. Take 420 wet steps to the left. Spin hastily, then take 3 gnarly steps to the right. Actually, kind of worked. Throw your left index finger into the air and sway your camel uteri from side to side. For the big finish, stick out your neck and wiggle it swiftly. Repeat all these monstrous steps until the song is over. That like a lot of those just worked, which was weird.
It's an amazing dance. It sounded
stick your
like.
neck out and wiggle it swiftly. I enjoyed that.
That
was good.
I don't know why I just thought of the potatoes.
The potatoes, tomatoes.
Potatoes, tomatoes.
Potatoes, tomatoes, and tomatoes, or whatever it was. That was funny. Man, that was a good time. All right. Those, as usual, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
Connor, we're going to our last
segment. We are moving on to real news. This is where Poppy will find news articles from a subreddit called r/not the Onion. For those of you unaware, The Onion is a satirical newspaper that basically makes fun of newspaper headlines by making stories that are fake but seem like they could be real. r/not the Onion is news stories that sound like they should be fake, basically, but they're real news stories.
Swaggy. Poppy, what you got?
All right. We're starting with
You got Poppy.
Here's one.
Jinx.
Customer orders a dozen masks. Demands refund when business owner sends only 12.
Did they think a dozen meant like more?
I get it.
Do you think they're going to get the Baker's does?
Baker's does.
Get 13. I think I may have actually saw that they emailed back and like I ordered a dozen. They're like, well, you asked for a dozen, so I'm not going to give you. And I'm pretty sure they responded by saying like, I wanted 20. I think I've seen that email chain.
That's just not right. That's just not what it does.
Well, why didn't you order 20?
Yeah. That seems like I'm about to completely misdirect right now, but it reminds me of people not know. Like, okay, we're not going to make fun of anyone's intelligence around here, but can we all admit that if you're I don't know, at least a teenager, you should know what a dozen is? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, right? I think that's kind of generalized knowledge.
I'll never say this person's name by name. Probably will never see this, so it's really not that big of a deal. I was in high school. I want to say I was a junior in high school, and this kid who was a year below me, we were like in an elective together. Maybe it was like in the locker room, a gym class or sports. I don't know what it was. But at one point he was like, yo, what time is it? And there was a clock on the wall. And I'm like, it's right there. It's like 5:35 or whatever. And he just like looks at me and he's like, I don't know how to read a clock. And we're like teenagers. And I go, yeah, really? And he goes, yeah, in like second or third grade or whatever. I mean, I think I knew earlier than that, but whatever grade it is where they show you how to use a clock, I think I was just like homesick that day. And I just like never learned. And
oh my God.
Like I'm afraid to ask people about it. And like I looked back at, and like I didn't want to make them feel bad, but it was quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard anyone say to me, period. Like, yeah, I thought he was messing with me. And then I was like, are you being real right now? So yeah, I wonder if that kid knows how to read a clock.
Maybe he was the person that ordered the dozen.
I was going to say, you preface that story by saying that, you know, people that are at least 12 would know what a dozen is, and then you talked about clocks.
That should be the rule. Like, when you turn 12, they're just like, you are a dozen now.
A dozen what?
And there's
you're just a dozen. Yeah.
I see why.
Start calling it dozen night instead of midnight.
Dozen night?
Dozen night, yeah.
That kind of sounds cooler.
It's a dozen.
It's a dozen.
Dozen. Yeah.
Dozen noon.
Dozen noon.
No, that one doesn't flow as well.
Does midnight.
So hopefully they got their 20 masks opposed to 12.
Yeah, I hope so too.
What else you got for us?
So this one's starts as happy birthday. Louisiana woman marks 1 year of incomplete road work in front of her home by throwing a birthday party.
That's actually awesome. Shout out to her. That's so funny.
That woman is the queen of the world.
The workers are probably like, we know. Her work takes forever, dude, to get done.
I feel like potholes are like some of the longest relationships you have in your life. Like, oh yeah, that pothole that's been around since I was 6.
Yeah.
Now I'm 24 years old and still driving over it.
Potholes and Brita filters, dude. Those are the long ones.
Yeah, the ones that are supposed to last a month, and you're supposed to replace the filter.
Yeah, they're just in there for years.
And drinking water out of the Brita filter just is probably more dangerous than just drinking tap.
Yeah, than drinking out of the tap.
And college boys' bed sheets. Those are the things
God.
that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those are the things that just last forever, baby.
Just last forever.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna leave this.
Never get changed.
I'm gonna leave this.
Comment if you're team top sheet or not below.
Oh yeah, team no top sheet.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Okay,
top
let's do it right now. You guys are all top sheet boys.
No team no top sheet.
No
top sheet.
Wait, like it's missing?
Like I don't want a top sheet.
Oh, I have one of those.
I have one. I don't use it.
You don't use it?
No, it's in my closet.
I never use mine.
You're missing out.
I think I consciously made the decision because I disliked it.
You disliked it? It's like your burrito. That's like the lettuce part of the sleep burrito.
How many? I just kind of wrap myself in a blanket.
Dude. Actually, I guess I probably don't need it now that I think about it, because I have a weighted blanket.
Dude, I have a weighted blanket on me right now as we're recording.
Dude, they're amazing.
Shout out to Ace Bandit. He got me one for my birthday, and I use it like
so good.
every day. But to answer you guys' question, I don't know. I have a top sheet, and I have a blanket, and I have a comforter, and whatever the temperature is that night is what I use. I don't really feel too strongly about it. But if you have a strong opinion about top sheets, drop it in the comments.
And we'll fight you if you're wrong.
All right, Papa, you think you got one more for us?
Speaking of fighting, Florida mom shows up to daughter's school wearing boxing glove, fights child, gets arrested.
Can you repeat the very, very first word that you said?
Florida.
Shout out Florida, baby. Wait, okay, sorry.
Once you said Florida, kid.
Oh wait, so she brought boxing gloves to fight a kid?
It says boxing glove, so a singular boxing glove to fight a child.
You just Michael Jacksoned it with boxing gloves. Just
I
keep
hope
Long
the
glove.
child still won.
Yeah. The child just like jokes on you. I'm a blue belt in karate.
Like that woman's son came home and was like, "Mom, he wouldn't share his toy with me," and she's like, "I got this, little Stevie." And just turns on a boxing glove with Mike Tyson.
Where were the teachers? Like who allowed this woman to get this far into the school?
So I think she was like picking up her daughter from school or something, and like I think her daughter had some beef with another student, and the daughter got in a fight with the student, and the mom was like, "All right, I'm gonna get in on this." So she didn't. Here's the funny thing, is I don't even think she probably planned to bring the boxing glove. However, the lady arrived at the school wearing a boxing glove, telling school officials it was super glued to her wrist and she couldn't remove it.
The glove.
Why was there super glue in the glove, bro?
Florida, you never let us down. You never let us down.
I don't think
Florida.
there actually was. It was just her trying to cover, save face and cover, her.
That's a terrible lie. What circumstance are you like? Does this glove have super glue in it? And you're like, oh, it does.
That only works in Florida. Only works.
Honestly, yeah, the cops there are probably like, you know what, that checks out. That makes sense. Classic,
honestly,
glued my hand case.
There's no evidence that she didn't do it. That's probably what they thought.
Someone needs to do like a scientific study on Florida. There's something. There's just straight up something wrong.
It's probably the water, bro.
Dude,
like
spring breakers every year in Miami. Insane. People like die, like legit.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's a fascinating place, and it's very different everywhere you go. Yeah. Shout out Florida. Like honestly, like sometimes real news, we're like, we might just not have nothing to talk about today. And Florida shows up every single time for us. So we're big Florida stands. At some point, it's the four of us are gonna go on vacation together and we'll film an episode from Florida.
That would be lit.
We'll meet all our real news.
We should absolutely do that.
Yeah, like
that's sick.
I just said like we've never talked about this for anyone who's listening right now, but this is just interesting. We're gonna do that one day. That'd be so fun.
We can check out the manatees.
Shout out to Florida. Shout out Real News. The staple of our show. We love it. So we've wrapped up everything we want to talk about today, and we're on to Andrew's favorite part of the episode, shout outs. So at the end of every episode, we just do shout outs. We can shout out people we know, celebrities, someone that we saw on the news, just anybody. It could be something, just shouting out people or groups of people that just did something really awesome in society. We just bring some light to some good stuff. Yeah, it could have happened yesterday. It could have happened a week ago, 50 years ago. Connor shout out Steve Irwin in the beginning. Like, we can shout out anybody. Yeah, we'll just bring some happiness and bring light to some cool people. Do you guys have any shout outs? I got some good ones today. I have two, but they're both really solid ones.
I do.
Go for it.
Shout out to NASA scientists. People that Perseverance landed a few weeks ago, but in a couple weeks they're going to be deploying the helicopter that they put on Mars, which is absolutely crazy feat of engineering that they got a helicopter on Mars.
That's nuts.
Jeez.
Yeah. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
They have to deal with a whole different gravity.
They do.
Yeah.
A completely different atmosphere. It's called the Ingenuity.
Yeah, air terrain. It's crazy. It's probably. Does it learn? Is it like a machine learning?
I don't know the software behind it.
Is it just going to react to whatever's thrown at it, essentially?
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact software behind it, but it looks pretty cool.
That's dope.
So pretty excited to see how that goes. Really cool.
Next episode, we're gonna need an update from you on how it's been going.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll take flight by next episode, but still really cool.
Cool. That's awesome. Coom, do you have any?
Shout out dentists for keeping our teeth clean, healthy, and filling 6 small cavities I may or may not have.
King
So,
Coom.
shout out to the dentist. Hey, look, it's been a long time since I went to the dentist. Like literally over like a year and a half.
Yeah, I'm sure. Pandemic and all that stuff. Yeah. If you like, hopefully people got their dentist in right before the pandemic, because I'm assuming most people haven't gone in the last year.
I hadn't gone since like college.
Connor, what do you got? You got anything?
Yeah. Shout out the original actor who played Steve from Blue's Clues. Big fan of your work and your show. So shout out that guy.
Is he the one that went to jail?
He's in jail?
I don't think so.
I thought that's why he got kicked off the show.
I think that was a myth.
No, he got.
Was that a rumor?
He got kicked off because they told him he looked too old.
Yeah, I think he's a great guy still.
Okay. That's way more valid.
Whoa. Yeah, no,
someone when I was a kid was like, "Oh yeah,
he's
he
in
like
jail.
raped somebody and like was put in jail, so they had to get a new Blue's Clues." And I was like, "What?"
Well, if that's the true thing about him, I'm just gonna redo my shout out.
No, if you're telling me he didn't go, I don't know. I was a child when I heard this.
The current, I think it's still going on, and the current character is named Stephanie, which is close to Steve.
Really got a girl.
I don't know if that's true though. I'll have to look into that. But
I'm gonna shout out Blue from Blue's Clues instead.
Blue is dope. Okay, I got two. They're both timely. So like, they're both for athletes, but neither of them are for things they did athletically. This story dropped like 15 minutes before the episode started. I wanted to shout out. There's this guy in the Patriots named Justin Herron. It could have been. I just read the article real quick. Maybe it was a week ago, but they made it sound like it was like within the last couple days. He's an offensive tackle for the New England Patriots. He lives in Arizona, in Tempe, Arizona. Him and his friend were at a park and they heard this woman screaming, and they ran. And this man was attacking and trying to assault a 71-year-old woman. They jumped in and took this guy out, pinned him down, and called the police and saved this lady.
Yo, shout out them.
Yeah. So, and the police department in Tempe, Arizona today just issued them like outstanding, like an outstanding service award. And this woman, like, I would just say, read it yourself. Like, bad things were about to happen to this woman, and that guy really saved her. And she quoted them as saying, like, those guys are my guardian angels. So shout out to him. And don't know your friend's name, sorry, but Justin Herron, offensive tackle for the New England Patriots. Shout out to you. Awesome job. The second person I want to shout out is this girl named Sedona Prince. She is a basketball player for the University of Oregon. You guys, all three of you may have seen this, but about a week or two ago when the NCAA basketball tournament's happening right now, she posted this video about how she goes, you guys need to see this. Basically, she showed the difference between the gym that the men's teams had versus the gyms that the women's teams had. The men's teams had these massive gyms with like a ton of benches and squat racks and dumbbells and kettlebells, literally everything, resistance bands, and it's massive, this massive room. And an NBA player was quoted saying like it was the same thing that we had when we were in that bubble in Orlando, a freaking $500 million thing. Then she shows a video of the girls' workout room. It is legitimately a small rack of dumbbells, like 12 to 14 dumbbells in total, 20 tops, and yoga mats. That is it.
That's crazy.
So obviously there was a massive discrepancy between the gyms. So Sedona Prince, who, and in complete transparency, like I don't really watch college basketball that much, men or women, so I'm not very well versed, but she's like one of the best players on her team. And she posted this stuff out and put herself out there. This is a great part about technology, is that they couldn't hide this stuff. And a couple days later, the NCAA redid the gyms for the girls. And it was because she brought attention to it. So I want to shout out her. Today, they just had a game in the NCAA tournament. God, I'm blanking on who they played. But who they played was a 3 seed and they were a 6 seed. They won. She led her team with 22 points today. and their team got the dub, and now they're in the Sweet 16 for the women's tournament. So shout out to Sedona Prince. Apparently, she's a dope basketball player. I'm officially going to be a fan of the Oregon women's basketball team for the rest of this tournament. Going to be rooting for them to win the national championship, and shout out to her. And that's the power of technology and the power of strong people like her. And I love when people are solutions oriented like that, instead of like, obviously every one of those women that are in that tournament who the NCAA is making money off of for nothing in return has every right to be upset. But on top of that, she did action and literally made sustainable change. And I can promise you in the future that the gyms are going to be equal at these tournaments, and she's going to play a big part of that. So shout out to her. That's what I got.
That's awesome. I actually saw, I don't know, maybe it was her, but I saw this tweet, and it was like some basketball player from like the women's team at, I think, the Big Three. Does the Big Three do women's now? Or something like that, some tournament, but it was like the swag that they would get, like the swag bags that they would get, like the
really
in like the hotel, where it would be like shirts and all these things, and it was like they had like a picture of the guys thing, and it was like massive compared to it. They were getting like nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
but
it's wild.
Yeah, and I mean, like, anyone, and I mean, when I just said I don't know that much about college basketball, I just mean like I don't follow the players that much like I do the NBA, but I see it from a bird's eye view, and I watch it. Like, you know, some of the most famous programs in the country, period, of basketball are women's programs. Tennessee, UConn. UConn is arguably the most well-known college basketball program, and it's their women's team, not their men's team. Like, there's some major stuff there, and they bring in a ton of money, and yeah, it was just wild. It was just like, I'll send you guys a picture. It's like mind-blowing how little stuff they were given. So it's crazy, but I'm glad that we're bringing attention to it. Like they're able to bring attention to it with their phones and technology and stuff like that. It's sweet. So yeah, anybody else got any more shout outs or no?
Think
We're good. Well, for everyone who watches, thank you. Connor, do you have any parting words?
Nah, I think we got it.
You don't have to say penis?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot to say penis. Fuck.
I forgot to say penis. Fuck. It says the F word. Be nice to people. Guess that's all.
do your homework.
Hell yeah. Do your homework, kids.
Drink
and also, you shouldn't be
water.
watching this. We say bad words.
Drink water.
And semen.
Okay.